Rockeyez would like to welcome Rob Lane of the Teenage Casket Company. Hey, man, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
Very good, very good. I see you have a new video out and an upcoming EP.
Yeah, first off, thank you for putting the video up on the Rockeyez page.
No problem at all.
So we did a video for the song "Don't Look at Me Like That" a few years ago now, and we got a really cool response to it. And we've been wanting to get a new video which shows a bit of a different side to the band. And with these new songs, we're back down to a three-piece band these days, and just wanted to let people see the band, see people in the US and worldwide, see what we're up to at the moment. So yeah, the response has been really cool so far. We're really happy how it turned out.
Cool, cool. And you have a new EP coming out, I guess, in the spring?
Hopefully so, yeah. We have, when we did the song Without You, we recorded 2 other songs at the same time, so we've got 3 songs all ready to go. And we're just in rehearsals at the moment, working up a couple of new ones. Tried one out last night, and we've got a gig tomorrow, so who knows, we might throw it into the set if the crowd are good to us.
Cool.
Try it out. See what happens.
So you named the band Teenage Casket Company. How'd that name came about?
That goes back to when we first started the band. There was actually 4 members in the band, and our original guitarist Jamie Dellericht, he came up with the name. I think there's a band going around in America called the Bronx Casket Company.
Right.
And I think he always liked that Casket Company part of the name, so that was his kind of twist on it. Band names are so hard to come up with these days, so having something which people take note of is kind of important. I think the band name actually made it into there's a band name book which came out a few years ago, and we had our own little section in there. I actually saw it when I was on vacation last year. I found a copy of the book, and there was a little photo of the band in there, which was pretty cool, really, because we're still very much an underground band, and we're in this book with all these well-known bands and stuff like that, so that was pretty neat.
Very cool, very cool.
That.
You're in a lot of other bands. You're in the Bullet Boys UK, the Black Mollies. You're in a Poison tribute band. How do you separate everything? Keep focus on different bands when you're doing so much.
For me, I find it pretty easy. I've always liked to stay busy, trying different things. I get bored very quickly, and I think perhaps the one thing which is on my side, as opposed to other people, is I'm not particularly a songwriter as such. I just enjoy the playing aspect of it. So I think when you're a songwriter, you can be totally focused on one project. These are my songs. This is what I'm going to go out and do. Whereas I kind of like the hired gun role. And to play with people like the Bullet Boys, who I was a fan with back in the day, getting the chance to go out and play those songs, which I used to listen to as a kid, was a very cool thing. And that kind of stemmed off on the first Bullet Boys tour. I met a guy called Randy Scott from Enough's Enough. He plays drums for those guys, and he was playing in the Black Mollies at the time. So it's all kind of an incestual pot, I guess. Musicians get to know other musicians, and we help each other out and all that kind of stuff. So I like to stay as busy as possible. So
very cool.
When everybody gives me a shout, if I've got time to do it, I'm on board, basically.
Great.
So it's all good.
We've been big supporters of the Teenage Casket Company for quite a bit of time now, and actually Rob Wild came over, our house a couple times and hung out and ate dinner and stuff like that. How's your relationship with him?
It's been good. Well, we met Rob's from up north, probably I'd say about 3 hours away from where I am in the Midlands in the UK, and he moved down into Nottingham. Probably around, he'll probably tell me I'm wrong on this, but I think it's like around 1999, something like that. He relocated to Nottingham, and he basically says it was just because of the rock scene.
Right.
There, we have a really cool club called Rock City, and especially around like the heyday of all the hard rock and glam metal, Rock City was the place to be honest. So many cool bands have played that place. So Rob moved south and relocated to Nottingham, and we'd always seen each other in the clubs and stuff, we never really got speaking to each other. And when around the time, I think it was probably 2002, 2003 time, I saw Rob's band China Doll playing on a bill with Danger Danger and Robin Black. And even though they were very much in like the old school AOR vein, which at times can sound a little bit dated. I thought, there's some really cool songs here. This guy can write a really good hook. He knows what he's doing. And we just kind of, I think we actually started speaking probably in a record store in Nottingham, and just found out we'd into all exactly the same kind of bands. Your Danger Dangers, Tricksters, all stuff which some people might call cheesy, but at the end of the day, it's great songs, great pop metal tunes, if you like. So we had that instant bond that way, and we get on great. We work together. I like his songwriting. I trust his songwriting. I know he's going to bring in some great songs. So yeah, me and Spike, the drummer, we just had our arrangement twist to it and make it sound TCC, if you like. But yeah, we all get on great. I think that's why the band survived for this long. We were still an underground band since 2004, so 7 or 8 years down the line, and we've not killed each other yet.
Cool. Well, it can't be too cheesy, the music, because Trickster, Taiketo, all them bands are got new releases coming this year, so
That's
it
right,
looks
yeah.
like everything's coming back around.
Definitely. I'm excited. The new Trickster album is going to be cool, because, I mean, in that band you've got Steve Brown, who is a great pop songwriter. He went on to do, like, 40 Foot Ringo and Stereo Fallout and all that kind of stuff, and that is the kind of thing you hear in the mainstream pop charts these days. It's just kind of coated a slightly different way. So yeah, there's going to be some killer songs on that record, and Taiketo have always done great tunes. They've always been successful over here. I've not seen them for a few years, but you just know that album's going to be quality. So yeah, like you say, it all comes around again, and I think a lot of people will be surprised to see that all the guys writing the big hits in the charts these days are perhaps from that pop metal background. All the bands that people slated, they're the guys making the big bucks.
Wow.
Behind the scenes.
And you just had a release, Best Kept Secret. How'd that go?
I was really pleased to get that finally out, because as things are in the industry these days, there's always delays, and you never know what's going to happen, and it's kind of our official introduction to the US, if you like. Websites such as you guys have been on board since day one, but in the grand scheme, in the whole picture of things, a lot of people still don't know about us. So to have a label like JamSync, who are from Maryland on the East Coast, I don't know how far away that is from you. Is that pretty close to you?
Yeah, that's pretty close, yeah. I could ride there.
Yeah. So yeah, to get those guys on board and to push the album, do some work for us over there is great for us. It is very cool. So I met Bill Chavis when I was out on the Bullet Boys tour. I actually got to come over for 3 weeks back in, I think it was 2009. I met Bill because he was putting out the 10 Cent Billionaire record by the Bullet Boys at the time.
Right.
And he showed an interest in TCC, wants to reissue the first 2 CDs, which, again, I was like, wow, that'd be awesome. But they're a few years old now, so I said, why not? Let's remaster them, pick the best songs, put them all on one CD, and put it out as a new package, add a new tune on there. So I'm happy how it's turned out. I listened to the songs with the remastering, it's given me extra punch. So it turned out cool, so hopefully it'll open some more doors for us.
Right. You said you had a show coming up tomorrow. And
tomorrow night, yeah.
Right, and what happens after that? What are you going to do?
We're back into regular rehearsals, trying the new songs. The place where we did the last 3 tunes with Without You and 2 other new tunes, it's the first time we've tried out this studio with a new producer and engineer, and we hit it off really well. He knows how we work, and we get on well with him, so I think we'll be heading back into there as soon as possible, work up some new songs, and just get this new EP rolling. So it's exciting time, especially with the video as well. I think the whole industry is turned on its head nowadays. You have to approach things from a different way. It's not all about selling albums. It's about getting the identity of the band out there and getting people out to shows to buy merchandise and all that kind of stuff. So you have to operate it in a slightly different way. So I think we're going from recording new songs as and when we can, put out the EP, and just get back to doing gigs, and fingers crossed, hopefully come back to the States at some point. So it'd be nice to get back out over there.
Cool. In the beginning of your career, did you play guitar?
I did, yeah. I think everybody picks up the guitar for a while. So my guitar playing skills kind of don't go much further than strumming a few chords together, but I do enjoy it. I do enjoy picking up the acoustic guitar from time to time, and me and Rob Wild have been going out doing some acoustic shows whenever possible, which is a nice twist to the band, really. It gets to showcase Rob's songs, because that's how they've been written on the acoustic guitar, and shows that how strong the songs really are. But yeah, just in between songs we can have some really cool backwards and forwards banter with the crowd and between each other, and it shows the band in a slightly different light, which is pretty cool. We did a show towards the end of last year, and just the response was incredible. It's a small crowd, but everyone was singing along to the acoustic versions of the songs, and it's a really different interaction with crowds, so hopefully we'll get to do some more of those as well. But yeah, my guitar playing skills, very, very limited.
Well, I definitely, congratulate Teenage Casket Company for your tenure in music, and, you could always look to, Rockeyez for your support. Anytime you need anything, we're here for you. And,
yes, I really appreciate it, mate. Thank you very, very much.
I wish you guys the best. You have any parting words to say to the fans?
Wherever possible, pick up Best Kept Secret. For those who have, we really appreciate it, and everyone who's stuck by us for the last, which is going to be coming up to 10 years, which is pretty scary. It makes me feel kind of old. But yeah, we do it because we enjoy the songs, we enjoy playing. There's no kind of fads or anything like that. So everybody who gets it, we really do appreciate the support which comes along. It's
Thanks very much,
very
man.
Cool. Alrighty, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
No problem. Talk to you later.
Alright, cheers, Brian. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.